So I read this book thinking it would be different than what the title is. Well, the title, basically is How to Read a Person Like a Book. I was more thinking not in the body language terms, but more like, understanding them or maybe, different, insights they would give uh, in the matter of like uh, cues, not just body cues, but like other cues from their language they use and all that stuff. Anyway, it's basically body language book. Nothing that new in this book at all. At least not something, not much I learned new from this book. I probably recommend Vanessa Van Edwards' book about reading body language. She's more in depth and a bit more nuanced than this book. This is more generic that most of us kind of already know, I think, if you have ever read anything about body language and the general body language signs, right? This wouldn't be a book that gives you anything new. But if you haven't read anything about body language, how to read a body language, different cues, and maybe the cues you're giving when you're talking, or the cues you want to give. For example, hey, you want to end a conversation. Maybe there's a body sign or cue that you can give that indicates to the other person to end the sign and the conversation, right? Something like that worth reading. So I wouldn't say it's a recommended reading, but if you have never read or never understood body language or never got into it, I would read this because it's a short book. It's not a big book. Probably read it in 2-3 hours. Really, maybe 3 hours most at the most. So a short book to get you in depth into the body language part. So hopefully it helps somebody. Again, like I said, I would recommend Vanessa Van Edwards' book than this one if you want to go a little bit nuanced and in depth on reading body language.